All right, we're on air. Welcome to this episode 4 review of American Horror Story Cold. And guys, I know you guys probably got the memo. Like, this is basically going back in time now.
Yeah.
Basically showing how the
what happened before all the stuff unfolded.
I found it funny that gay guy was like being forced to like clean the steam room with semen and all that stuff. And
he knows Stephen Rose is better here.
Really?
I'm saying.
So sick.
But yeah, I think this episode was pretty interesting. But I mean, there was some points in there where they were talking about political stuff. I mean, I kind of wish they would have stayed away from that. It seems like they had to bring it up because this episode was like back in time, I guess.
Yeah. It was cool to see Emma Roberts back in there.
Yeah, she was back. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but then spoiler alert, she got killed, so.
Yep. Pretty much.
Now, let me ask you something, Matt.
I don't know if people know this.
What did you think about when you found out that the babysitter and the wife actually did what they did to that Trump supporter?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was pretty insane. But then, like, you also know, like, they were like going back when they started the show off. People saw his hand cut off, and people were like, "Why is that? Why is his hand cut off?" And then we saw why.
Right.
His own hand off to go vote for Trump.
Right.
Of course, they can't do that for liberals though. They want to cut their hand off for Hillary though.
No.
Well, they can't cut her nipples off.
Hand off.
Well, that's you.
I'm sure there's somebody out there who would cut their hand off if Bernie Sanders was running for president.
Oh yeah, of course. But I will say this though. The star of the show this season has got to be Evan Peters.
He has to be. I mean, I wish he was a star. Like, his name would pop up first in the intro, because I know Sarah Paulson's always the star, it seems. But I mean, is what it is. But I still think Evan Peters has been killing it as Ty Anderson.
And plus, he's the cult leader.
Yep.
But I think Mel might have hit the nail on the coffin. If let some of you who have seen the last reviews that we've done, Mel basically said, I think in review number 2, she said that the gay guy and his wife and Evan Peters are the clowns.
Yep.
That was basically confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
In yesterday's episode.
It was, yes.
So
now, what was really creepy was seeing Evan Peters actually in the shower jerking off himself.
Yeah, jacking off.
No, that wasn't creepy. That was just hilarious.
And he's like, I'll clean it up.
Don't worry, I got this mess.
Yeah, Evan Peters is a good manipulator, though. He made that guy end up killing his boss.
Actually, I don't think he was manipulating him. He was more or less.
I mean, he was kind of like being all like.
He was encouraging him to step, to stand up for himself. I mean, granted, killing him wasn't the best way to go, but he was recruiting him. I mean, that's what he was doing. He was just recruiting them, and that's what he's been doing with most of the characters so far on the show. And what's weird is that I really feel like that Winter girl, the babysitter, or the shit babysitter, as I call her. I'm wondering what her connection is with Kaya is on the show. Like, are they brother and sister? Are they together? I mean, what is their relationship on the show? Because they still haven't really said that yet.
I'm thinking they're brother and sister.
You're thinking they're brother and sister.
That's what I'm thinking.
There might be a possibility, yes.
But what's crazy about it is that Allie doesn't know, unless they haven't mentioned it yet, that her own wife tortured that guy with the girl that they hired to babysit Oz.
And the girl that she got mad about saying that she fingered her. And
Right. I think the reason why, and now that I'm starting to think about it, I think the reason why she wasn't necessarily angry with Allie. She was angry at the other girl because I think they might have had a relationship at one point.
That's a possibility, yes.
I mean, I can't say for sure, but, you know, that's just...
You know, I agree with Matt. I don't like the political aspect of this, and I think they're trying to make Evan Peters look like this cult leader. And that's basically what they're trying to make Trump look like as a cult leader. And
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that at all. And it's like,
that's not what Trump is. He's not a cult leader.
You were doing a good job the past 2 episodes. I mean, I kind of understand, I mean, this was kind of before the election. It was supposed to be before the election. So, I mean, they kind of had to go back to the roots. But, I mean, I think next week's hopefully they don't bring anything political back up.
What kind of shocked me, though, is that, you know, this is the year 2017. Even if this was filmed last year or something, you would they wouldn't have paper ballots, because paper ballots don't exist anymore. It's all electronic now. So that didn't really quite make sense why they would put it like in the era back in like the 90s or something.
I think they mix it up from places, though.
I think they might do that. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it is based in...
Because I know in your guys' area, they would probably have electronic, but like in certain areas, like you never know. I mean, it's in Detroit, so maybe that's why.
I don't know, maybe.
But I will say this, though. The biggest thing about this show, though, that's really... If you guys watched it, I mean, Matt kind of... If you follow my channel, Matt kind of made note of it. If you see Trump in the beginning with a guy wearing a Trump mask, that's me. It's like, but
what happened?
No, you remember in the beginning of the credits, like Matt said, that's you, kid, the one that's wearing the Trump mask.
Oh, yeah.
But
what?
I will say this, though. I like the clown setup that they're doing. I think that's pretty cool. But the way the intro looks, though, it looks like there would be more horror than just clowns. The way they made it seem like there would be more than just seeing clowns.
Well, what they're doing in each episode is you're noticing that Evan Peters is finding I'm starting to get what the point of the story is now. Evan Peters is recruiting people that want revenge on people who are doing them wrong. And he's getting off on that. He's literally getting off on on their rage and their fears, their anger, and all that kind of stuff. So what he's doing is he's literally investigating them on his own time before he even meets them in person. And then he makes them believe what they want to hear regarding how they should feel about the people that are fucking them over. So he's like, you can do something about it and come with me, or you can keep doing what you're doing and be miserable, kind of deal. That's just the thing I get. I mean, granted, the clowns aren't always shown, but I get the concept of what's going on now. He's a recruiter. He's the puppet master. He's recruiting all of his puppets into believing what he wants them to believe, but they really are. I mean, it's coming along pretty good. I mean, this one, granted, was very politically driven, but it was also the pre-election era, so it was expected to happen, I guess.
You're basically showing like the Hillary supporters and the Trump supporters and stuff.
Right.
I think he's using them, and the reason why I say that is because in the next episode, he basically says that he's going to put a stop to the clowns.
Yeah, he's kind of like making it seem like he's on both sides.
Yeah.
I think like what he said in this episode, I think he does want world domination. He wants to be like a dictator or something.
Yeah. So it's really hard to see which side he really is on. If he's the good guy or if he's the bad guy. Is he the manipulator? Is he the sociopath? We don't know what his personality really is. We just know that he's out there doing what he's doing, and he's doing a pretty damn good job of convincing people to come on his side. So
I'm sure the next episode is going to focus on what happened in episode 3. What left off on there.
Maybe.
because we're kind of.
I was just shocked that I'm sorry. I was just shocked that Allie's wife, went with like this was before all this happened. That she actually helped that Winter person torture that guy.
Yeah, that was a shocker right there.
It kind of makes sense because every time that Allie wanted to fire Winter, her wife would stop her from doing so.
Yeah.
So it does it links in together. But what was really one of my favorite scenes of this show was the part where Emma Roberts is holding that little dog, and here comes the clowns out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, then the killer. I'm wondering now, what's with the news reporter and Kai too? The black news reporter, like he's like manipulating her to like report fake news and stuff. It seems like basically hype it up, like what I mean, like with the media, with like have everybody put fear in everybody's eyes.
Yeah. Well, they definitely did say that this was going to be a very politically driven season. So.
I mean, they haven't lied about that. That's for sure.
Nope. I don't know how the ratings are for the show yet. I really haven't looked them up. So I don't know if it's doing well or if it's not. I haven't actually really seen anybody say anything much about it yet. So I have no clue.
If people are wondering, Roanoke comes out on DVD next week.
Yeah, Roanoke comes out on DVD next Tuesday.
That's what they did to show that.
What?
I mean, like the season. Go and buy it because you enjoyed the season, but if you like American Horror Story in general, you could buy it as a collection.
That's the only reason why I would buy it.
So here's the views I got for this. Election night ended up getting 3.93 million viewers. And then Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, episode 2, ended up getting 238. It's kind of surprising because the ratings have been kind of like going down a little bit. Like 238, then it went from 238 to 235, and then the last episode was like 213.
Wow.
I think people are kind of getting a little bit cool stuff. That's probably why it's going down a little bit.
Well,
it's the political stuff that people are just tired of. This isn't House of Cards.
Well, it was a risk that they were willing to take, so this is their. I mean, it seems like it's doing okay. I think it's doing better than it did last season, though.
I think so. I mean, last season.
No, I believe so. I don't think they got as much viewers last season.
I'd rather see a reality one or a political one. I mean, they don't do much political in this, though. So I would probably have to go with this one.
Yeah. Most definitely. I would go with this one over the reality one. Most definitely.
It's surprising that last year's episode 1 of season 6 ended up having like 5.14 million views.
That's because of the
episode, maybe.
Right? Yeah, it's always the first episode that has the most viewers. Usually,
you get like a 1. Yeah, they didn't do too bad in the ratings, though. I mean, they were kind of like going up and down, it seemed, for the last seasons. But I still think, in my opinion, I think this one, if I would have to choose what's better, like I said, I would say this one. I just didn't like the whole reality type of thing, and I just feel like it didn't have that vibe. Like you said, like you said last week, it's the Halloween 3. It's the Halloween 3 season of the Witch of the series.
Yeah. And they just labeled the season of the Witch without keeping the Halloween title in it. It would have been so much better.
It's called like My Ironic Nightmare or whatever.
Yeah. Just don't attach American Horror Story title to it at all, but they did, so we got to deal with that. Deal with it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But I think episode 5 will probably be, looks pretty interesting, episode 5.
I hope so. I mean, they're all really good episodes so far. I just wish they would tone it down just a little bit with
If
What's
you
that?
watch it if you watch it from a American Horror Story standpoint and not view it as a political standpoint, I would say it's a pretty good season.
There's some good twists. I mean, that's for sure. That's American Horror Story right there. There's some twists to this story.
Well, when he's cutting himself with the chainsaw, I mean that's
Yeah, that had Saw written all over it.
yeah, that did.
Evan Peters didn't tell him to do it. He just grabbed it and did it himself. So
And he said he wanted to go vote, so that's why he did it.
Yeah, he said he wanted to go vote.
then I actually like that though. He had his arm messing up. He's like, "Fuck you, bitches! Drop!"
Yeah.
But no, it was like Trump. You like fuck you Trump motherfuckers or whatever. I forgot how it was, but it was great.
Taking this Trump squirrel now or something.
Yeah. I thought this was a pretty good episode, though. There was just a few like, what the fuck? Whoa, wow, that really okay, cool.
Now I'm wondering if Allie's wife is a part of the cult.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, that
Maybe
would be a
interesting.
serious twist right there.
That'd be an interesting twist right there.
Very interesting twist. That's why I told him while you were watching it earlier. I'm like, no way. What would you think?
You know,
Huh?
like the end of one of the episodes during the last episode or something, it's going to be revealed, like Allie reveals to Ivy that she was a part of the cult.
You know, it would be really make it fucked up as if Oz was the cult leader.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Where does Tiny? Where does Twisty fit in all this?
I don't know.
Like comic book, like from the kids' comic book. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just like an imagination thing.
Yeah, like the kid has like a comic book of Twisty in it or something, and then the mom's like, "I told you to get rid of that" or something.
I was telling Matt that we met a female Twisty last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that I met?
Yeah.
The one that I had a staring contest with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Yeah, I would have to say. I mean, I wouldn't say this episode was better than last week's, but I would say I would probably get like a 6.5 or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one.
Make that double.
You mean triple?
Triple.
Yeah, 6.5 I say would be a great rating for this episode.
I would think like if they would just stay away from the political stuff, I would probably give it a higher rating. But I mean, 6 is pretty decent.
There was just a lot of the thing that I think that kind of got under my skin was the fact that it was a little bit more anti-Trump this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I see what they're pulling for, but it was like seriously, like the whole grab the pussy shit that just was not necessary. You know, just certain things. I'm like, wow, this is like seriously the anti-Trump episode.
Yeah,
So,
it is. It was.
I mean, I know that there's people out there that worship the ground that Hillary walked on and all that, and that's fine. But it was just this particular episode. I was like, seriously, you could have gone a little bit. You could have cut it down a little bit, just a tad.
I'll tell you one thing about Trump supporters that separate them from Hillary supporters, though. Hillary supporters want to cut their hand off to go vote for Hillary.
Nope.
That is true.
So I got to applaud that guy for cutting his hand off at least to go vote.
Yeah.
He was like, I gotta make a difference. If I don't vote, maybe Trump won't be elected president.
Right.
Now, I got a question, Matt. Since you're a big Family Guy person, right? Matt.
Yeah, can't go ahead.
Hey, you're a big Family Guy person, right?
Yeah, I watch it from time to time.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you something. Who do you think Herbert the Pervert would vote for?
Quagmire.
You vote for Quagmire.
He would vote for Trump.
Probably vote for Donald Trump because of all the stuff they were saying how he like grabs him by the pussy.
Yeah.
No, he would vote for Trump because of Trump's little little 10, 12-year-old son.
I don't know, but Hillary claims she's for gay marriage, though. Maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he'd vote for Hillary so he could get married to Chris.
Y'all are fucked up.
Is your dickhead?
I heard that song earlier. I about lost my shit.
Yes, we're kind of getting off point a little bit, but there's also Herbert the Pervert type of gimmick coming to FWE, I heard.
Yeah, I heard that.
The what now?
Herbert the Gerber.
Herbert the Pervert
gimmick is coming to FWE Fight World.
Tyler Giles, the pedophile.
Yeah, he is the pedo.
I guess this guy's gonna be like 600 pounds or something.
He is 5'6", 600 pounds, but he can also move like a cruiserweight. And he wears a lot
wow,
of
600 pounds. That's a big boy.
And he wears a lot of leather.
Well, if he throws
God. Where does the fart go?
He wears a lot of leather, and he wears boots with the fur. So there you go.
Wow.
Damn.
And you guys can see
I think he debuted on Friday, I believe, against Steven Rhodes.
Yes, this Friday night. Fight World Entertainment Channel, you can actually see this pedo facing
Yeah,
the
sexy. He did tell Steven Rhodes to keep his clothes on this time, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Steven had that guest appearance on American Horror Story, you know.
Oh.
Well, I bet you that Tyler character, Tyler guy would like it though if he comes out naked.
Wow.
But I will say this though, at least this season is a lot. I believe this season's a lot better than what it was last year, and I agree with Matt on that. It's
well, if only you watched more of the season. But yes, you're right.
I don't like it.
Kid was probably sleeping during season 6.
Yeah, pretty much. Didn't want to give a shit.
Like, oh, this is a good.
I think you watched the first maybe few episodes of it and just kind of got turned off by it. But then again, it is a more like a found footage documentary reality show type thing, so
yeah,
it didn't really fit with the rest of the series.
At least it was just 10 episodes. It wasn't more.
Yeah. So, well,
I'm actually interested to see what the next episode is going to be now. I mean, what I saw for the previews is pretty interesting.
hopefully we'll see some more guest starring appearances though.
Hopefully we'll see a little bit more blood.
Yeah.
I want more blood. So.
And by the way, men, if you stay in the steam rooms, do not jerk off there, okay?
That's just gross.
Or guys have to go into the steam room too, man.
I wouldn't know.
I think that's pretty much about it, though. Anything left in closing, guys?
I'm good.
Hopefully next episode is not about the political.
Yeah, hopefully it's they tone it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know it's a politically driven series or season, but still, I just hope they tone it down just a little bit for this next episode, because the first one wasn't too terribly bad, but this one was just woo over the top.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
But that is episode 4 review of American Horror Story. Cool. We'll be back for episode 5 next week. See ya.
Woohoo! Bye.